Hey everyone, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. We're going to dive into an oracle card here to start, and we'll see what comes through. We got two cards out here. We got the Great Severing, which goes into Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. And then we got You Got the Love, which goes into codependency and boundaries. So, anger and conflict, and codependency and boundaries. Well, that is a conflict, isn't it? When we need something, but we feel like the exchange is going up against what we think we deserve, or how we view we should be respected or treated in a situation, and it's immediately giving the tone of uh, giving up a part of ourself, like that boundary, or loosening that boundary to receive something, which would be the dependency. We can look at this in a job. I'm being suppressed or disrespected by whomever, but I need the money. So I give up on my boundaries, or I loosen them because I'm dependent on that paycheck. Same situation with the relationship. What are we getting out of it? That uh, I'm getting breadcrumbed, or I'm just getting enough to fill that void a little bit that I'm dependent on receiving. But yet I know that I'm being disrespected or not treating properly, or uh, whatever it's connected to. I'm giving up a part of myself for X, Y, or Z. And I did a message on this before that uh, really touched on this same scenario. So obviously that's going to create anger. We're going to be frustrated. We're going to be frustrated at both ways. Frustrated at ourselves for not sticking to our guns, our boundaries, our self-respect, and accepting less. And we're mad at that person or that situation for giving us less, but we're allowing this. And maybe we see that we don't have any other options, and that's tough. Relationship, there's another option. We're just settling for this situation. Same thing in the job. Maybe we're looking for one and we want to say, well, I can't get a job that's better, Ben. I can't do that right now. That can't happen. There's a big thing with our energy at that space, at that time. When we settle, when we accept, that's saying that I'm okay with this. I'm accepting this comfort or this transaction as good enough because I'm allowing it. Even though it's creating all this frustration and dysfunction inside of me, both ways, I'm still doing it for that reward. And if we really want to break through this, we have to look at what is that reward touching inside of us? What wound or insecurity, lack or fear? What is it pacifying, which in return keeps that wound alive? And we will continuously work out of that space. We will always have those situations. Sure, we might leave that job or that relationship, but we're going to experience it again, different place, different name, different city, it doesn't matter. We're still going to be working out of that space until we excuse me, do something with that wound inside of us. Nine of Wands reversed. Vulnerability. We could look at that as going in to view the wound. It being triggered, how easily it is. It's really touching on this this back and forth. Like, a better way to explain the anger is like I'm angry at myself for dropping my boundaries and accepting less, but I can't help it because if I don't accept it, like I got nothing. So we're really holding ourselves captive here for the wound. And how do we get out of that? How do we break through that? How do we get to a place that we can go up against the thing that is making decisions for us? Ace of Cups reversed. Repressed feelings. This is came through as like being a mute, which I don't know if we're fully in that space, but never saying our piece, speaking up, allowing what is presented to be acceptable. Why would somebody do more if they don't have to? They would only do more if they actually wanted to. If we really think about that, go to a job. Why would somebody pay us more than they have to? If they could get away with however much, why would they? Unless they're like a really great person and doing really well financially, they're not going to go above and beyond. That doesn't help their numbers. It doesn't put more money in their pocket. If we're in a relationship that isn't so great, like say that person isn't such a great person, or they're really self-centered or selfish, why would they take time to give to you? Why would they do that? Why would they, like, what are they getting from you being in that relationship? Is it benefiting them? Or do they have the better end of the deal? Then why would they change that? And that sounds horrible, but there are people out there like that, you know? Uh, and we are in that cycle, and we view that as our situation because it keeps happening because we don't demand more. We don't expect more. We're not carrying that energy. That's not in our field. We are accepting this as this is it. This is what I get. And I'm afraid to change or to go after something because my wound says so. It says that can't happen. This is the safe space to just accept what we got. A Six of Wands reversed. Setbacks. We'll continuously be experiencing this. Like I said before, we can leave the relationship, we can leave the job, but if we show up in the same energy, it's just going to happen again. It will be a repeat. There will be no movement forward until we change what we're embodying, our energy. We are co-creating here. The mirror is here. If I don't heal that, it's just the energy is gonna appear in somebody else. I'm gonna find that employer that's gonna be the same. I'm gonna find that girl or boy that I'm dating, and they're gonna express the same thing. Chariot reversed. Impulsive acts. This is going underneath codependency. And these are these decisions we make to pacify the wound, the void that we feel that is inside of us, that we've probably experienced through life. We're going to grab a hold of things to make that feel better, to make the pain go away or the uncomfortableness, to create some sort of stability in our experience up against that wound. This is, when we really look at that word, impulsive acts. And I'm not saying it's this drastic, but let's just look at fear. When the world is in turmoil, people will do anything out of fear to make themselves feel safe, to survive in their own uncomfortableness. How often have you made decisions for your wound that maybe we're not 100% aware of, but it made it feel better, even though the work environment or the romantic relationship might be toxic, but we view that reward of that false stability that we're getting from that as valuable because it's for the wound. It's not for the self. And there's like this internal battle of the true self out here is angry and frustrated. Like, I deserve better. You need to treat me better. You need to X, Y, or Z. But then yet the other side is the wound. And it's like, I need this. This makes it feel better enough to keep me calm or comfortable or stable. And we've only ever worked out of the wound. I mean, if we worked out of the true self, we would be that healed version. So we don't know what that looks like or what to expect or how to navigate that because we haven't been there before. And all we've ever known is for the wound. A Knight of Pentacles, a commitment. This is a decision to make, to walk into this space of healing this, standing on our boundaries, generating this inside, this I want to say fortitude, but we constantly emit it. We are it. We're not wavering. We're not taking whatever we can get just to get the pacification for the wound. We're going to break through that. We're going to stand on it. And sure, there might be a delay. Like if we are codependent and like, let's just say like in a romantic relationship, we're going to have to go through a period that we're not dating anyone to break this. Otherwise, we're just going to be seeking somebody to feel whatever it is or to experience whatever it is that would feed your wound. There's going to be a break there. If we always had a subpar job and we're looking for the gold or something better to move towards the gold, we're going to have to change our energy before it just shows up. It's not going to be like I put out my resume and tomorrow it's all of a sudden there and it's going to make it all okay because I didn't heal it. Like that's kind of like bypassing the wound. We can't just snap our fingers. If we could, we would have done it however many times by now. We're going to have to get in there and embody this to allow the external to reflect what I am inside. Otherwise, I'm always going to carry what I've been carrying here. Page of Cups, youthful emotions. This is getting back to, I almost feel like there's like a lot of rigidity. There's a lot of structure around how things are supposed to be, how things have to be. And this is like almost like a protective mechanism, which we all do to some extent through life. From being a child up until now, we all have experiences, and in those experiences, they taught us things. And it can go in a very, I don't want to use the word dangerous, but self-defeating way that we can really pull back and hide away because this experience made me feel this way, or made me feel uncomfortable. And then all that shit adds up. And before you know it, we're living in a bubble. And this can be in work and romantic. And we're allowing all of that past to control. I want to say control, not guide. It is controlling us, our decisions. This is how anxiety can get very out of control. Also with when we look at fear, how do I feel safe? I control things. And the more that we control, the more that we falsely think that we're going to be safe. But how much does that resist us? Does that hold us back from doing anything or everything? Really getting back into a place to be open-minded and to not allow the past to control us, but to guide us, to learn. We'll get one last card here. The Ace of Wands. New beginnings. And there it is. Coming into this place, it will be new. I think before I touched on, we don't know what that looks like. We don't know what that feels like. We don't know what to expect. It can be anything when we lead with that emotion, that open-mindedness. Otherwise, if we're saying, well, this always happens or it always goes this way or I'm not going to be able to X, Y, or Z, well, then that's what we're bringing in. What are we really embodying here in this situation? And we can expect the same result. If we still have that codependency, we don't have boundaries. We are a victim to the wound, to that dependency, and we'll do whatever we got to do to get it, which means we don't have any boundaries. That pull. We want one thing and we feel like we need the other. Conflict and anger is going to be this internal frustration of shit and battle that we're dealing with here. And I get this. But we have to ask ourselves, what do we really want? What is our decision? What do we want to choose to go towards? Independence, withhold our boundaries, and allow the things that we believe we deserve to come in? Or stay frustrated with this internal battle and allow the wound to dictate what we are dependent on and what we are not? I'm going to leave this here. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you need any more help with it, check out oceanprizes.com, and I will talk to you all later. See ya.